Hey y'all, welcome in. Welcome in if you are new or just passing through to my channel. Welcome. My name is Tam. I'm also known as the Enlightened Auntie. If you're returning, welcome back, squad. I'm here today to do another general collective reading. We're not sign specific here. We're also gender fluid. I may say you when I'm talking to them. I may say them when I'm talking to you. Put yourself in the story wherever you seem to fit. Remember that time and energy are fluid, so I could be talking about the recent past, the present, or the future. Take only the parts that resonate. Leave everything else behind. If you'd like to book a personal more aligned with your own story, all of my information is below in the description box. I invite you to join me for a session. Welcome back, y'all. Hope everybody was doing good, feeling good, had a good night's sleep. Let's tap in, shuffle up one more deck. I'm like, let me shuffle up one more clarifying deck. We'll use this one. Alright. Yeah, I hope everybody had a good night and geared up for a decent weekend. For those of y'all who are snowed in across the country, in and out of the U.S. and the places where it snows, and you get a lot of it, be safe. I hope you've made the proper provisions in the event your power goes out or anything like that. And in which case, if your power goes out, you probably won't be watching this, so there's that. Alright. Alright, now that we're all shuffled up, let's get into it. See what Spirit wants to talk about today. Alright. Ooh. Damn. I'm like, there's somebody, you got somebody in your energy who is just like intent on making you a miserable person. I do have a distorted feminine energy out here. And it looks like she keeps trying to do something repetitively. It's like she keeps, it's like, what do they say? Like when you do something over and over again, it's insanity. Like you're looking for a different result and it's insanity. This person continues to try to do things. And I'm trying to figure out, I'm like, is it to affect your happiness? Is it to affect your emotions? It has something to do with your emotions. It has something to do with your emotions, but I feel like it also, the larger theme here is about someone trying to like get under your skin over and over again. And it feels like they've been told to stop, or at least been getting some type of energetic pushback, like you can't do that here. One, your boundaries are very firm. You're protecting your peace, so you're very, you're good. Whoever this person is, they could be a part of, it could be family dynamic, doesn't necessarily have to be, but whoever they are, you're actually really good, like not having them a part of your life. I like this energy. Not so much over here, but I like your energy. Ooh. Okay, so it's kind of giving like third party energy. Again, third party does not have to necessarily be, third party don't even have to be like of a romantic situation, you know what I mean? But I do feel like this is an energy down here of someone trying to affect something with a masculine energy. It's like trying to get him to, I don't know if it could be like trying to get some masculine to engage in some type of third party energy. Like on the face of it, it looks like somebody who keeps trying to, it's like, I think I said it, I mentioned it yesterday in yesterday's reading. It's like a Jezebel, it's like kind of like a Jezebel energy. She may be like attempting to like come on to this man, and she's done it repetitively, but he's not engaging because he's not interested. He might not even be attracted to her, but he's not interested. He's not even paying attention to it. Cool. Whoever this person is, might be. Now this is interesting. I'm like, this is interesting. Because this almost feels like not having an awareness. So, I don't know who this masculine energy is to you. But whatever this person has been doing, I don't think you have an awareness of it. You may not have an awareness of it. You're like rooted in a different experience. It's almost giving like it's kind of giving like a timeline split. It's giving timeline split. Something's collapsing because you're getting ready to go into this new cycle. You're already like, you're good where you are, but you're getting ready to move towards a whole new cycle. You've already learned the lessons of the past. Like, I like this, actually. I like this energy. But over here, if this is like, if you're a partner, you don't have to be, but like this almost feels like you may not necessarily have an awareness of this. Like, you know, don't have necessarily like the physical proof or anything like that. You could just be, you know, the awareness could just be like an intuitive knowing, very perceptive. But I'm just, if this is your partner, if this happens to be your partner, he doesn't appear to be getting involved in whatever this is. Oh, could be connected to this masculine, could be connected to his past. Child, when I say you might already be aware. It's kind of like maybe you're not supposed to be aware. I'm like high priestess, but you're aware. You're aware. Even if there had been, and I'm not trying, like, this is to not create drama or static between you and your partner if this is your partner, okay? Because I feel like what comes with this energy is like an emotional, it's like the kind of emotional maturity that doesn't allow you, like, you're not operating out of a space of jealousy, because why? Especially if this is your partner. It's like, and again, this third party don't have to be romantic. It could literally be like this man's mama or his sister or something like that. Like, we've talked about this in the past. Like, I'm not getting it. Like, the energy of it is not coming across like romantic. Could be, but it doesn't feel that way for me. Now, if this whole thing was meant to, oh shit. I'm like, and it's interesting the way the cards are laying out, because it's split on just like, it's split in terms of the energy. Like, on one side, there's an energy here of someone, a feminine energy, distorted feminine energy, repeatedly trying to like create some type of like insert themselves as a third party into a relationship. I do believe that it is something that is rooted or connected to this masculine's past. Again, does not have to be romantic, but it is connected to him and his past, okay? Could be family, doesn't have to be. On the other hand, this is you, highly intuitive, very perceptive, very smart, you see, like, you see, you know? And though you may not like overtly like maybe you didn't originally have an awareness that there was something going on, I kind of feel like intuitively you're not really, I kind of don't feel like you're worried about this. Because if this was meant for the masculine to be, I'm like, it's kind of like a lure, like to cause him to step out and be disloyal to the partnership. Just before I said this yesterday, it's like you're getting ready to go into this new cycle, or at least I think that was yesterday's reading. It's like you're getting ready to go in, or 2 days ago, getting ready to go into a new cycle. Yeah, I think the main reason why you're not worried about it is because you're secure in, like, you're secure in your knowing, you're secure in your partnership. I am. And I mean, it's funny because I was just looking at some of the comments on my socials, and somebody commented on a segment that I talked about being partnered, and they're like, well, I'm single and I've been single. Child, if you're not partnered, this is not, this part or this reading may not even be for you. If you are in a relationship, this feels like there is an energy attached to the masculine who has been trying to assert herself or insert herself into your partnership or relationship, right? And she has repeatedly tried to put herself into your relationship. I see where he's not paying any attention to it. I feel like he's not giving any life to it, okay? I don't think that you're worried. Like, all I see down here is all the cards that's connecting to the up feminines and the upright. Ain't worried about it. Ain't thinking about it. Ain't looking at it. You're like, whatever. I trust that he's going to do whatever he needs to do, and it doesn't concern me. I do see that. Yeah, and then down here, she's feeling some kind of way because I think, like I said, you've learned all the lessons. We have the World and the Fool out here. You know, the World is the last card of the Major Arcana, and the Fool is the first card of the Major Arcana. So we've completed, as a couple, as a couple, you have completed a cycle. There's some lessons that you've learned within your partnership. We've wrapped up those things. You've learned all the lessons. And especially if it involved third-party energy, if it at any time had ever involved third-party energy of any kind. Okay, third party isn't always a person, and it's not always romantic. Okay, and I feel like whoever this woman is, it was kind of like a loyalty test. Like, say if this is his mother, because it does carry the energy of a maternal figure, a matriarch of some sort, right? Not that great of a mother though, but some type of matriarch energy. One, there's a clear distinction between this woman. If I'm talking Divine Feminine, there's a clear distinction between this woman and you. That's number one. Number two, because you've learned all the lessons within the cycle, like y'all as a couple living in your wish fulfillment, like everything is good. There's unconditional love between you. You've successfully overcome the conflicts or whatever. You guys may be very private about your relationship in terms of the outside world. You don't really share a lot about your relationship with anybody outside of the relationship. And I kind of feel like this woman has been doing things to try to undermine. I mean, I say it's connected this feminine energy to me because it's only because he's right next to her. I'm like, I'm thinking that this is somebody that's connected to him and his past, not necessarily you. Like, you have some type of loose association, but like I said, you're not worried about this. You're not thinking about it. It's not on your radar. It's of no concern to you. Yeah, this is somebody who has, like, oh God. And I think if this is this person's, like, if this is the masculine's, let's say this is your mother-in-law, your sister-in-law, or whatever, it feels very much like he's not trying to get involved as much as this person has insisted on trying to put themselves, like, wedged right between you. And I do feel like it does concern him, like up. It sometimes may cause him to worry a little bit about how to deal with her, especially if like this is a mother figure of some sort. Damn. Ten of Swords. I'm like, I don't know if this, I feel like this Ten of Swords, it's crazy because it corners here, but I think there's something here about wanting this masculine to be worried, because right here you're going into a new cycle, right? But the way these cards are connecting, it's almost as if there's an energy hovering over the partnership, wanting both parties to worry about things like infidelity and, you know, stress of that. And I don't, this is really a weird energy. And I always tell you, you know, like where your mind goes, your energy flows. So it's like, it's almost to make somebody worry about, you know, your partner cheating on you, and then you inadvertently manifest that same reality. I kind of feel like it's the same thing. Like you guys are getting ready to go on, you know, you're the Fool. You're like right there. Like the world is out here and the Fool is out. You're right there. And there's somebody here who's having a really difficult time accepting the fact that this masculine is not really interested in dealing with this woman over here, whoever she is. He's not interested. He doesn't want to deal with any of the drama. And I think this worry, I think I said this like maybe 4 or 5 readings ago. It's like the whole point of whatever this woman was doing, it was to ruin the relationship between you and your partner, right? I'm like, is this his realism? I'm like, I'm trying to figure out if this is something he may be intuitively understanding or knowing that has been that's a thing here. Because I don't care if you're even when you're in a relationship, like, because we're all on our own journey and we're all, you know, even when you're partnered, you still have your own personal life of what your experiences are and what you're dealing with. So individually, you could be kind of experiencing these things kind of in a different way. I think he worries though, because he knows that if, like, say if this is his mother, it's almost like a worry of like, I know if I try to like work with her or bring her into the fold, like if she's because I feel like she's going through some negative karma. So this mother figure, she may be going through something, and intuitively you may already be aware of that, and you're not tripping off of it because you're like, he got it, right? But he knows down here that if I try to help or work this out, that it is going to cause some drama here within my own relationship. And he's really, I'm looking at his face, he's just like, I don't need that in my life. That's fair. That's absolutely fair. Yeah, so this masculine's a little bit, I'm like, he's going to end up rejecting it anyway. But, or he even knows, like, if you're like at the precipice of going into a new cycle, and say he comes in to propose like, hey, you know, this is what's going on, and, you know, and may need to step in and help. He knows you're gonna reject that outright. Yikes. You're gonna reject it outright. Okay. This kind of looks like if this is, I don't know who this woman is. This is a feminine, distorted feminine energy. some type of mother figure. Not necessarily your mama, not necessarily his mother, but could be. This is a feminine energy who is a mother. Okay. Definitely connected to family. This is a family. This is because if he engages in this, excuse me, because if he engages in this or he tries to take action towards it, he knows that that's going to cause a rift within your own home. It's going to cause a rift. This woman may need to move. She may need to relocate or something like that. And so if she's proposing like, hey, let me come live with y'all, Divine Feminine, you're over here like, yeah, nah. How about not? How about not? Because you're already aware of what this would prompt within your own home. Yeah, so if she's experiencing some kind of karma because of something that she's done, she's kind of upset because she doesn't necessarily have the type of protection or coverage that she needs. Also, this over here almost looks like somebody needing to move, like somebody may need to relocate or move. This down here, oh wow, this right here looks like if somebody, there could be the potential of somebody, this looks like incarceration. Hermit, Eight of Swords. I'm like, kind of looks like. And of course, it doesn't have to be physical jail. It could be spiritual jail, with no defense, no protection for whatever they're getting, whatever's going on. Some ill-informed action that we took. Yeah, he's worried about how it will affect your relationship. So he knows, so there's a burden on his shoulders. So he knows that if this, I don't know who this woman is. Like, it could be a mother, could be a sister, or whatever. But it's almost like it's like, you know, where there's that him torn between like the loyalties between his family and the loyalty between his partner. He's genuinely torn. He's genuinely torn. And in order for him to maintain that the happy family, the happiness within his own home, he knows he's got to put an end to whatever his connection is with this woman. He knows that. Because having this woman a part of the, like I feel like for him, in the perfect world, like, we could all kumbaya and everybody could live under the same roof and it would be cool. But he knows here that it would definitely create some rift between you. And I don't think he's willing to risk that. Yep, he's got to take some decisive action. And she ain't gonna be, whoever this is, somebody's gonna end up very unhappy. And they're not expecting it. Somebody is going to be very unhappy by the fact that you're choosing to walk away from something. Or that he's choosing to walk away from something. They're going to be very, very unhappy because they're not going to anticipate it. Okay. Let's keep going. Let's get some more context. Layer up. So somebody took some hasty action. Something that was unjust, that may have had something to do with money or temptation. Or I'm like, because this kind of looks like, and even when I did the second row of cards, it feels like somebody may need to move. I'm still getting that energy, like somebody may need to relocate or move. They may need to move. They don't think that it's fair because something's being taken away from them. And then they have to release their attachment to something. So maybe it's the home, and then they're afraid. I'm like, but if as it relates to you and your partner, it's kind of like what they're seeing is like you're starting this new cycle and you're already kind of like, you know, kind of on your way already. Yeah, it's like, I need to move, but maybe I can come and move with you. But here's the thing. There would be some type of, this person is dealing with, yeah, see, I don't like that. Okay, so I'm telling you, I'm through the whole different deck of cards. I'm getting a variation of the same thing. So it's like there's somebody here that may need to move. It would be this mother figure, whoever this woman is. Again, doesn't have to be his mother, don't have to be your mother. I don't know who it is, but there's a feminine energy mother figure who may have to relocate or move. They don't think that it's fair that they're going through like this upheaval. Their life is kind of upside down right now. Losing their resources or a form of stability. Somebody here looks like I'm afraid to apologize because this right here is an apology. An apology to a couple. It's like somebody having to eat crow after doing some stupid shit. Because they know that it feels like this person has to come to you. This is like the conversations, the talking, the back and forth that we could just, you know, that we could do. We could try to work this out together collectively as a group. I'm like, no. See, I don't like this. Because this feels like there is some type of exposure or illumination of somebody's instability. Something that they've done, there is going to be some illumination of that, okay? I honestly don't like this energy because it feels like it would be interfering in a partnership. And it almost feels like the proposal is, I need to relocate, I need to move, preferably with you, and then we could all live together like a happy family. But I feel like if you're in a committed partnership, I don't know, I just feel like, you know, and I say it all the time, like when you step in to help people when they're in the middle of going through some stuff, you're probably stepping into their karma, because the stuff that they're going through is a result of the decisions that they've made. So I kind of feel like I don't know, this looks like they're looking at you, or looking towards your home and your environment to try to figure out, I don't know if they're trying to learn from you. Like I said in the very beginning, I'm like, if we're talking about his mother and say, I'm talking to Divine Feminine, and we got this mother figure, and there's a clear distinction between the two of you. You're very different people, but you are everything that this person is not. It almost feels like, well, if I'm there under your roof, then you can teach me how to be more like you, and we could all live like happily under the roof together, and we can be one big happy family. At least that's the hope. I'm like, ooh, the delusion is strong with this one. Yeah. And you can see it, like I said, there's a clear distinction between you and this other person. If this is a mother figure, this person is lazy. They are disloyal and lazy. And all they do is try to... It's interesting because it's the same thing, just like I did with the first spread. It's like that repeating certain cycles or doing something over and over again, expecting a different result, literally being insane because that's not actually happening. And then they're like living in their own little fantasy world. They make like really, they take hasty action, super immature. They don't think. And then play stupid when the shit falls apart, and then they can't even defend themselves for the actions that they've taken. Yeah, it's like whoever this person is, they're like a damn money pit. But they're a money pit because their ass is lazy. They don't want to actually do anything. They expect other people to do. Well, womp womp. Yeah. So remember when I said it was like this masculine is kind of where, even though he's not out here yet, but I can see the energy lifting up because I'm just doing a repeat spread of what I have. I'm just going up. So like I said, there's an energy, right, especially right here. It's kind of like if I relocate, if I move and I move in with you, somebody can see, like, even though the proposition is like, well, let's, we moving together, then, we got more heads, more hands, right? And, honestly, I'm gonna tell you, I'm like, the way that it looks like to me, it feels like if you invite this person, not that you would, but if you allow this person to come and reside under your roof, that it would bring an end to the stability that you've created. It would bring an end to the stability that you've created. Oh, I like this. And I'm talking to Divine Feminine, who is like, hell no. I see right through the smoke and mirrors. I know that you're trying to wedge yourself in between me and my partner. Also, I like the fact that you got your boundaries up. You're still not paying attention to any of this because you're like, I'm gonna let this masculine take care of his own issue. That's a him thing. Yep. This feminine energy, mother figure person has got a lot of burdens that they just want to pass off to other people. I got myself involved in these things. I did these things. Now it's too much for me to bear, too much for me to handle. I need to be around. I need to come to you for this, for a sense of stability, because I'm losing my stability, and I know that you have it. I know that you and your partner have cultivated it. I want to come to you under the guise of, well, let me, evidently, this is like almost somebody trying to come in pretending to be humble, like, obviously I don't know what I'm doing, teach me how to do what you do or whatever, right? But this is somebody here who just is intent on repeating certain cycles because they refuse to do the work to learn the lessons. The world. And whoever this person is, as it's related to you, you've already learned the lessons that you need to learn in dealing with this person. So maybe you've had run-ins with them. You learned whatever you needed to learn from dealing with this person. You recognize that they're immature. You recognize that they take hasty action. You know this person is like a money pit. Didn't I say recently, I was like, I have a neighbor whose car is always on the back of a tow truck. And I think the day that I did that reading, her car was on the back of a tow truck. Her car was on the back of a tow truck yesterday. I'm like, oh yeah, look at that. Yeah. No, you, Divine Feminine, you're definitely not. Like, this person kind of refuses to see things from your perspective. I feel like what they're failing to recognize is the fact that they also don't want people to see, like, if they're doing, if they're down bad, they don't want people to know that. Like I said, even with the proposition of them needing to move or relocate or whatever they've done, they're still leaving parts of the story out. Because even up here with the question, like even up here, where if they were to apologize, having to apologize for whatever mishaps that have previously happened in the relationship. I mean, you're not even providing an opening for them, but for you, if they were to come in to apologize, you're greeting this apology with like this very stern, detached energy. Like, you're not, like, you may have been very generous and loving and all in previous times, but you also know that this person comes in with smoke and mirrors, and you know that they're kind of on some other stuff. And so, like I said, they're hiding something, and maybe intuitively you already kind of know how this person operates. Like I said, you've had past experience with this person, so you're very well aware of how they operate. And if they're dealing with financial struggles or whatever, the financial struggles that they're dealing with are based on their own decisions and actions. That doesn't have anything to do with you. It doesn't have anything to do with you. And somebody here may be even communicating to this person that they're disappointed. Like, I can't help you, but I'm disappointed in the actions that you keep taking that continuously find you in the same situations. Somebody here consistently makes the same kind of decisions over and over again. Emotional decisions. They make emotional decisions over and over again, and it almost feels like they can't even see I'm like, I have the sun up here with the Two of Swords down here in the same row, and I'm kind of like, maybe what they can't see is that they're part of the problem. Wow. So the thing that they see, they can actually see that wherever, okay, I'm like, this is crazy, because I'm like, this is almost like rooted in jealousy. Even though I don't even have cards out here that are kind of talking about that, but I can feel it kind of hovering over it. Because if this is your home, and this is your, these are the foundational walls of your space, the foundation that you have created for your home, right? Somebody can see, let's go back up here. Somebody can see that there's very clear, there's clear illumination that there is, like, your relationship isn't thriving off of toxicity. Like, you both do the right thing, you honor your partnership, you honor the marriage. Your home life is very stable. Your home life is very stable. There's love within your home. And because there's love within your home, I think it stems largely from, like, the removal of other certain factors, particularly in the realm of third party. Like I said, I'm kind of not, it's not giving like third party Jezebel-y kind of, and like, I'm not getting that kind of energy. It's definitely like a mother energy. And what this looks like is, this woman can see, I don't like, she can see that, that you're different from who she is or how she operates. You, on the other, you're not dealing, like, when I say you're not dealing with it, you already know, like, whatever your last dealings were with this person, you were okay with just being done with it and never looking back. I can clearly see that. Like, you may have tried to support them emotionally before, you may have tried to be there for this person, but consistently always seeing a pattern in the way that this person operates. And here, you're just 8 of Cups to the world. You're like, I'm not, 10 of Swords, not interested, don't care. Don't, I love myself enough to maintain my own sovereignty. I'm not worried about whatever you got going on, because it ain't got nothing to do with me. Don't bring your problems to me, because I don't care. Like, because I don't care. I'm telling you, I feel like what this person has, what she was kind of hoping to do is to come in and interrupt or interfere with your relationship, to bring an end to your relationship. And I'm like, sorry boo boo, but I don't think that's the ending you're looking for. And then whatever she's telling him, she's lying. And intuitively, he may know that she's lying, but she's lying. She ain't telling him the whole story. Yep. Womp womp. And she's gonna be devastated. She's gonna be devastated. This feels like somebody needs to start from scratch. She never expected that. Yes, this is rooted in a family experience. Somebody is very unhappy. See? Very unhappy. Whoever this person is, that's what I'm saying. I'm kind of like leaning into a mother, but it doesn't have to be a mother figure. Whoever this person is, they did not make provisions for themselves for the future. So whoever this person is, they may not work. But if they had been taking actions in order to create a sense, it's weird. It's very, I mean, I feel like this person was trying to figure out a way to come into your life and like disrupt your life and make you unhappy because they were unhappy. And really, whoever this masculine is, I think he's kind of just putting a kibosh on it. He's putting a kibosh on it. Because I feel like this person, whoever this is, they kind of have a feeling like, it's like, if I come in and apologize, then this masculine may just sacrifice what he wants based on my word. But then over here, he's like, yeah, no. Okay. It's like somebody trying to Jesus. That lies. It's like somebody here trying to defend. Oh my God. So I have the energy out here of somebody who, it's kind of giving me like fast talker, like a used car salesman type thing. But it's for the purpose of trying to gain. And they're keeping secrets about the fact that they are unstable or they're losing their resources. Because I'm feeling like there's an air of mystery here. Like I said, like a used car salesman. Like I'm going to come in, I'm going to talk fast. I'm going to talk fast. And hopefully you'll just jump on board. You know what I mean? The game master. Hopefully you just jump on board. Trust my word is bond. When really I'm lying to you, because I feel like if you have it, I should have access to it. Baby. No shame or no shade against anybody who, I'm like, does this person, I'm like, because right here, it almost feels like somebody here who may have taken up, the truth. Okay, this ain't for everybody, but there may be somebody here who works in like, in a topless environment. I'm like, I'm trying to choose my words carefully. This could be like somebody who agreed to get involved in like, and again, no shade if that's how you make your money, but I definitely feel like there's somebody who's been kind of like not keeping it a buck, not telling the truth about what they do for work, and then over here trying to defend themselves, and then here's the truth. They're worried. They're worried about the loss of financial stability. They're worried about the loss of some type of financial stability. So I don't know if somebody has to strip to make money. Oh, maybe it ain't just stripping. Somebody here could also be making films. Oh, wow. Like I said, no shade, no tea, if that's what you do. Oh, I'm like, oh. And it could be a mother figure. I'm telling you, I'm like, keeping a secret. Because they're losing their stability. So they may have resorted to, remember I said here, I was like, they may have done something, but they're not telling the whole truth about what they're doing. And this right here is like some clarity or truth coming out about, this could literally be somebody communicating the truth about what this person does for money. But maybe they're out of work, or they lost the job. Maybe they wasn't good at it. I don't know. But they're hiding it. They don't want somebody to know what they've done or what they're doing. And then there's some type of, okay, this kind of looks like sex worker shit, child. And somebody is deeply unhappy. It's this mother figure, I'm telling you. It's almost like somebody making a hasty decision to, like, I don't know if this is somebody who, like I said, they could be a sex worker. This could be somebody who's making films. I'm like filmmaker. Definitely could be somebody over here making films. Somebody here who could have decided to, to hop on a pole. Like, if that's your business, that's your business. No shade. But they're very unhappy. This is like somebody being very unhappy for what they've had to resort to in order to try to be stable. Oh my. So they lie about how they make their money. They're lying about, like, if there is a loss or something, they're also lying about that. Somebody here could be dealing with some health issues privately. So same thing. This is like if somebody proposed, they're kind of like building up the courage to ask, but this would impact the relationship. Lies. They're lying. Somebody out here is lying. Now here it kind of feels like somebody being in direct competition with the relationship, but maybe not wanting you to know about it. But you don't have any attachments to their toxicity. And like I said, they weren't planning for that. They were not planning for you to detach and be done with it. Because again, the plan is to I'm going to insert myself as a third party. There's somebody here trying to insert themselves as a third party. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter what cards I use. It just keeps coming out. Yeah. This person may have lost their job. I don't know what they do. And if they lost their job, it could have been something about their mouth. Something about the way that they communicate. So the mouth might have gotten them in trouble. Let me tell you, as somebody with a lot of mercurial placements, my mouth has been the thing that got me in trouble the most. And it wasn't even so much my mouth; it was just the thoughts or the words. And then my Mercury is in Aries, so I also have the tendency to like burn things down just with the spoken word. This person may have done something similar. I'm like, so if they lost their job, that could have been that might have been one of the components of why they lost their job. Talking reckless, causing conflict. And it's funny because somebody wants to call like a truce. They want to apologize and like kind of trying to bring. I still don't like this energy though, because I still feel like, yeah, like Ace of Swords, 2 Swords, 7 of Swords. That's 10 swords. I'm like, so while somebody may want to come in and try to like, smooth things over, everything around it comes with illusion and drama. And then it's almost like somebody wanting to kumbaya with you, but they don't actually have any love for you. So it would still, that also would be a lie, because the goal is, let me get in close enough to you so that I can take advantage of you. Yeah. The goal here is to defeat you. Like they would love nothing more than to celebrate the defeat of you. Matriarch. A matriarch, a mother energy. So if you are in a space right now where you're being celebrated and you've got people that support you or whatever, this person is they've been trying to figure out ways to like undermine you. They just really don't like you. I mean, honestly, I don't think you care, but there's a matriarch energy here that wants some type of support from you. And I get the impression that this is somebody who doesn't want to work. And their plan and goal is to kind of wedge themselves into your life. Yeah, it's like somebody here is trying to undermine the stability of your life, your relationship. And instead of them focusing on what they need to focus on, they're wanting to focus on whatever you've got going on. Damn. Lack of success. So you're trying to create changes and it's not going to work out the way that they think it is. Yeah, this is a family situation. Somebody here don't want to be alone. They don't know what to do. Like their life is really upside down and they need some kind of help. But it's crazy because I kind of feel like if they were ever in a position to help, I've said this before, if they were ever in a position to help you, they would have never done it. Because it's you. What has this person done? Oh. Somebody is repeating a cycle. Like there's a positive change, but it's not. This is for you. The rest of these cards they're not happy. Okay, so now I have the cards of the witchy woman. I have cards now. It's interesting because this is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5 people. Could be 5 people. Could be 1 person with all of these energies. Could be 2 people. But I have energy out here of somebody trying to manipulate other people for the purpose of gaining some kind of support. But I'm like, they're wanting to whoever this person is, they want to wedge themselves. Like if you're in a partnership and if you're not partnered, because I know I've been largely talking about a couple because I see it. But if you're not coupled, I feel like it's more just to disrupt your own, whatever peace you've cultivated for yourself. It's interesting to me that this person would try to come to you. Like, I don't know, maybe this 2 of Cups is more about your relationship with this person. Like, you got love for this, not you, but because it's mostly centered around this masculine energy. But it's like, if this is you and you're not partnered, okay? It's kind of like it's somebody that maybe you have love for, but again, this person is keeping secrets they're keeping secrets. They're telling lies, they're keeping secrets. But it almost feels like it's somebody that you might have love for, but they don't genuinely have love for you. Like the purpose of them keeping you close or whatever don't have nothing to do with love. It has nothing to do with love. It's more about the stability that you can create and provide, and this person is trying to figure out how to get under that umbrella of security and giving very little to any effort at all for themselves. Like, they don't, this is not somebody who is willing to go out and get it and create it for themselves. It's, how do I get in somewhere that I know that it exists and I can just wiggle myself in and just make myself comfortable without having to actually do anything for it. Child. I'm like, where they do that at? Okay. Like, I am getting, like, the bulk of the energy is mostly like a couple. Like a couple and a matriarch. That matriarch energy is out here really loud. Yeah, but what somebody can see is that there has been some change. They're sad. Because the fact that you've changed, remember when I said it a couple days ago, I was like, they want the unhealed version of you. They wanted the unhealed, because the unhealed version of you is easier to manipulate. Now that you have, now that you're awake and you've transformed, because when you were asleep, you didn't know that this person that you were dealing with was a shapeshifter, and that they played on your emotions to create complications in your life. Yeah, whoever this person is, they don't. Yeah, as long as you were asleep, you didn't have, like, you weren't tapped into your intuition. Now that you're awake and you have transformed, now you have a deeper awareness. You have a deeper awareness. And so whoever this person is, you can see that they're emotionally, this person is unregulated, okay, not grounded, completely emotional. Yep, and now you seem to have found some sense of balance. We like it. And the other person is very ungrounded. Yep, whoever you were before, that old you, that old you has died as the bond. Because I do feel like the bond between you and this person, I mean, I'm saying you, I don't know who I'm talking to, but there's been a bond here that's been broken. I'm telling you, somebody can see, like, the sun is out here again, and it's illuminating the fact that you're very balanced, and you've successfully accomplished this massive transformation. So things that may have been, like, situations that may have occurred in your life that would have had you, like, kind of off kilter, you're not there anymore. You're grounded. Maybe you've been evolving over the course of, more specifically over the course of, like, the last year. And whoever this person is, they haven't changed. You can see that this person hasn't changed. And they're a shapeshifter. They think they know everything and they don't know anything. Like, they don't know anything. They're very ungrounded, and they're not listening to their intuition. They actually don't follow any guidance, especially if you, because I think, remember when I said it, like maybe 2 rows down, um like, even if they propose, like, let me come and be around you or be near you so that you can teach me the way that you do, because evidently you're doing it right and I don't know what I'm doing. But even here, when you try to guide them and give them wisdom, they still don't listen. They don't listen. So you stop doing it. Especially if over time you're constantly giving them guidance or whatever, and they just, like I said, they think they know it all, so you stop. They're worried about, okay, remember when I just said, I was like, maybe there's somebody here who may have gotten into sex work. It could be dancing, stripping, making adult movies, whatever. Like, whatever. Um, it's almost like somebody being worried that you might find out, like, if you find out that, they've done some things to make their life really complicated, that you would put an end to your connection or affiliation to them. Yeah, this almost feels like somebody dealing with some anxiety, because now they're like really looking at the state of their life, realizing it's time to break a cycle. But this person fails to evolve. I said they haven't changed. They fail to grow. This person is lying to themselves because they thought that you would always be a permanent fixture in their life. So they're trying to hold on to you, but you already see what this is. This person hasn't healed. They're afraid to do the work, and you already know that. Damn. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of like somebody here being it's like somebody here being guided by the divine to reach out and communicate, but also having to give up any kind of control over, like, the outcome. They're not actually ready to take action, but they have to. Yeah, it's like somebody wanting to reach out to you. Yeah, so it's like somebody wanting to reach out, maybe needing to apologize, but they're not quite ready to take that action. They see that you are, like, I don't know, you're like, well, like I said, you're maybe walking into a new cycle, and, like, they see that your life is, like, very blessed and abundant. Yeah, whoever this person is, you might not be in communication with this person as it is. There could be some distance between you. Someone here may have some closure issues, but again, like I said, they're not quite ready to, and maybe this is you not being ready to reconcile with them, but I mean, this up here feels like they're not ready to actually take the action. Like, there's action that needs to be taken, but they're not quite ready to take it, because that would require, like, especially if somebody owes you an apology and they're kind of being pushed to give the apology, like to own whatever they've done. This person ain't ready to do that. It is connected to the family. It is connected to a family experience. Damn. I'm like, is this you? Like, they need to come. They want to come in. They may want to come in and try to, like, you know, smooth things over. But you're not given to this. They're having closure issues. Because I don't know how you stepped away. But, like, you're focusing on a new life. You're not focusing on this or them. You have no desire to give to a situation that you know is going to make you unhappy. So you're not paying any attention to it. Yeah. Yep, so I don't know who this person is, but even if they were to come in, it could be a soulmate. Again, it doesn't have to be romantic. This person may have even, you may even have somebody here who may have tried to use the law of attraction to call you back in. Or for you to use the law of attraction to make you open up and give to them. And then here being worried about whether or not you'd actually show up like that. Yeah, I think here you already know that this person is not a reflection of who you are, and you are very well aware that this person has not changed. And bringing them back into your life would only disrupt your peace. Deep knowing at the bottom of the deck, and you already know. If they trying to come back in to reestablish another relationship with you, especially if they treated you like the redheaded stepchild, pay attention to the red flags in the present, okay? Because like I said, down here, whoever these people are, whoever this person is, they're not a reflection of who you are, and they haven't actually changed. So if they were to try to come in and even if they tried to say that they were willing to come in and try to do the work, they're not really trying to do that. So I'm going to need you to I need you to rely on your past experience with this person, because I'm going to be very, very clear, and I'm always going to tell you this. The past doesn't have anything new to say. Wherever you left them, there's a strong likelihood that they're still in that same space. They're exactly where they were when you left them there. And even if they've evolved or changed a little bit, it ain't changed enough to make a significant difference for you to invite them back into your life again. Especially if you have specific expectations of like, all right, if you're going to be a part of my life or you're going to be here, then I expect that, you know, they're not going to be ready for that. Because they just assume, like how I use that blank check example. It's like they just assume that you just, you know, give them a checkbook filled with blank signed checks, and, you know, here you have carte blanche to whatever you want, whatever you need. No, we're not doing that. I've done that in the past and you screwed me. So this person's probably going to be in for a really rude awakening when they think that, you know, you're just going to show up on the strength of their family or whatever, but you're going to base your experience, or even them asking, you're going to base it on a past experience that you've had with them, whatever they did in the past. You're not like you're jaded. You might be. I'm like, not like you're jaded, but you're going to go in being a little bit more well informed, because maybe in the past you weren't really paying attention to their patterns. You were just showing up because you thought that that's what you were supposed to do. So when you do that, you go in blindly, not even really being aware of the games that this person may have been playing, you know, trying to manipulate you emotionally, so just so that you could agree to do the things that they had expected you to do. They wanted you to just sign. It's kind of like somebody just wanting you to co-sign on their BS without asking questions. They just want you to, like, you know, I'm going to come in with a request and I need this, this, and that. And I just want you to just show up and say yes. Okay, and how much? You know, what do you need, and how quickly do you need me to help you with it? You know what I'm saying? They don't want to take any responsibility for, and they don't want to answer for it either. It's like, not just I don't want to take responsibility, but I don't want to answer for anything that I've done. I just want you to accept the fact that I need help, and I'm coming to you for help, and I have an expectation that you're going to give me the help that I'm looking for. That's insanity. I'm like, that's insanity. All right, let's get a couple of oracles before we go. Fear may be holding you back from taking bold steps, leaving you feeling stuck in a difficult situation. That's that other person. Emotional repair. You're working to repair a relationship that was once fractured. Past hurts or healing and reconciliation brings hope. But that's only if the person is willing to do the work. And I didn't see any evidence of somebody wanting to do actual work. They want you to do all the emotional labor. The balance of attraction may be off. One person may be more invested than the other, or attraction may be waning. You're reflecting on past love experiences, cherishing the warmth and lessons from a previous relationship. Deep emotional bond connects you to someone special. Trust, compassion, and support strengthen the relationship. Overdependence or blurred boundaries may be causing you to lose a sense of self in a relationship. It's time to reclaim personal space and independence. Over-focusing on wealth may be causing you to lose sight of what truly matters, leading to dissatisfaction. All right, let's grab some index cards. All right. You may have someone blocked, or they may have you blocked. Somebody could be dealing with some uncertainty. Someone says, I know that you're angry with me. Someone says, I love gaslighting to destroy your confidence. Oh, damn. Someone may be facing homelessness or wanted you to face homelessness. Could be dealing with a Pisces. You're better off without them, and God has seen the misdeeds. Again with Pisces. There's a Pisces energy out here. Twice. Someone's trying to ruin you. I sabotage your plans when I know them. You're no longer afraid. We love it. Someone's insecure. Someone says, I've always hated you because you're blessed. Someone wants to tell you the truth. And someone is acting like a victim. We have a baby mama out here. Someone is unfaithful and non-committal. Someone's trying to affect your root chakra, your stability, or somebody's root chakra is compromised and their stability is in question. These are fated events. Someone's experiencing money problems or poor spending habits. The month of August may be significant. Could be dealing with a Leo or a Virgo. Someone here may be performing word magic. Remember, magic doesn't always have to be like candles, incense, and crystals and herbs. It could literally just be the spoken word. Word carries power. Okay. Somebody refuses to take responsibility for their actions. Someone is secretive and deceptive, fake nice and two-faced. Somebody uses sex to get their way to cloud judgment and then gets instant karma for it. Someone tried to control you because they have no control of their own life. Illness may be part of their karma. Somebody's experiencing a loss of money or assets and needs a lawyer. Someone is unreliable, undependable, lazy, and unemployed. Someone could be dealing with depression or dark night of the soul. Spirit says abandoned ship. A Taurus or a Libra may be significant. Your spirit team is out here with you. There's a positive change in circumstance coming. Their offer is a distraction. Okay. Somebody may be trying to affect your first house of self-image, how you see yourself and how other people see you. Someone's life is in turmoil. Family, friends may be relevant. We have a distorted masculine. Someone has sex without love. Ew. Somebody's unemployed or losing a job. The month of September could be significant. Could be dealing with a Virgo or a Libra. Someone has intense attraction or chemistry. Family is involved. You're a wise and just person. You accept them for who they are. It is what it is. This is the close of one chapter and the onset of another. Someone says, I have regrets for what I've done. A Sagittarius may be significant. Somebody is verbally, emotionally, and mentally abusive. An aunt may be significant. We have a cheating man or a woman. And then we have a gold digger. Well, damn. All right, let's do the dates because I haven't done that in a little bit. Hold on one second. All right. Alignment, commitment coming, 11/22 may be a significant synchronicity. Ask for help. Someone's feeling alone. The time is now. Goodbye. Wow. Positive energy. More info is needed. Via phone. New lifestyle. Spring equinox may be significant. 333. 1111. 111. Seeing clearly. Time for play. Harvest. It's just people walking down the street, Lucky. Let them people live. Think it through. Someone's checking your social media. We have strength. Hidden agenda. And I'm laughing because my son is trying to keep the dog quiet. Hidden agenda, try again. Confusion. So again, I said somebody has a hidden agenda. So just pay attention to what's, what's being proposed. Someone has deep feelings. Spring equinox and summertime may be relevant. Children may be involved. Community. Somebody's low vibing, or maybe somebody spends time with a low vibing community and needs an energy cleansing. Winter solstice. Spring equinox, winter solstice, and summertime. Significant times. Speak your truth with honesty. More to come. Bottom of the deck, time apart. Okay. Alright. So let's look at the synchronicities. I have 333, 1111, 1122, or 2211. 122, 1414. 123. 123. 789. Okay, let's look at the dates. I have January the 2nd, January the 3rd. I have January 2nd and 3rd out here twice. January the 7th and 8th. January 14th, 15th, 16th, 18th, 19th. I have January 11th, January 22nd, 23rd, and 25th. A lot of January dates. February the 1st, February the 3rd, February the 7th, February the 8th, February 13th, 14th, and 15th. March 1st, March 3rd, March 7th, 8th, and 9th. March 14th, March 15th, March 18th, 19th, and 25th. And March 22nd. Okay. I don't have any dates in April. I don't have any dates in May. I don't have any dates in June. I have July the 1st, July 3rd, July 8th, 9th, and 18th. Then I have down here, I have July 2nd, July 9th, July 13th, and 14th. I have August 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. August the 13th, 14th, 15th, and 19th. I have September the 3rd, September the 7th, September the 9th, September 13th, and 14th. I do not have any dates in October. I have November the 1st, November the 3rd, November the 9th, November the 13th, 14th, 15th, and 19th. And I have no dates in December. Alright, so let's do the dice and then we'll wrap up. Alright, so we have Aquarius out here twice and Aries. This is Pluto. Oh no, this is Uranus. So Uranus with Aquarius. This is Mercury and this is the Moon. Then we have the 4th house, roots, family, home. 9th house, higher learning, law, publishing, literature, distance travel. 10th house of reputation. Alright, I'm going to leave it there. If any parts of this temptation, I don't even know where that word came from. 10th house, ambition and reputation, like your work ethic. That house is ruled by Capricorn. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to leave it there. If any parts of this reading resonated for you, gave you clarity or confirmation of your own story, give the video a thumbs up so we can circulate into the algorithm. I have been notified by a few people that they're not getting the notification, so make sure the notification bell is hit. Some folks are even having a difficult time finding the channel. Like, if you're already subscribed to it, you should be able to, like, go straight to your subscription panel and go to, you know, and locate my channel. But make sure, and if you aren't subscribed to the channel, please consider it. We would love to have you here with the tribe. I got a group of pretty good people here. Anywho, I love you guys. Thank you so much for all the likes, shares, subscribes, tips, donations, super thanks, new bookings. If you'd like to book a reading more aligned with your own story, all the information is below in the description box. I invite you to join me for a session. My books are always open. I love you guys, and I will see y'all in the next video. Take care. Have a great weekend.